We are starting tonight with sketch shows. Now, before we talk to Paul Whitehouse, Richie Anderson's been finding out about your favourite characters, comedians, and, of course, catchphrases.
What's your favourite sketch show of all time?
Oh, there are many, but I think probably Monty Python.
It's got to be Kath and Tate.
Iconic.
Oh, Lenny Henry.
Why was Lenny Henry so good at sketch show characters?
He was just able to turn it on. Just literally so funny.
Good evening. Reports coming up. Traffic on the A40 reached a peak today when the gyrating system...
I love French and Saunders. I think they are incredible.
Lady Mary.
That's just a female-only show, which was quite interesting.
The Fast Show, there's a Scottish one, Chewing the Fat.
What is it that makes the Fast Show so funny?
I just love the characters, and I'm a big fan of Paul Whitehouse as well.
A sports jacket set. Oh, suits you. It suits you.
Suits you.
What is it that makes a great sketch show?
It's just the humour that you can relate to, and great British humour. We all know a certain character, and then you tend to quote what they're talking about.
I'm not bothered.
What?
I'm not bothered, Dad.
I just don't think
I'm not bothered.
I say that a lot to Mum. She'll ask me a question, am I bothered? Now I know where it came from. Two Ronnies.
Talk to me about the two Ronnies.
Oh, when they go for candles.
Yeah.
Well, there you are, 4 candles. No, 4 candles. Handles for forks.
What are the most iconic catchphrases?
Kevin and Perry.
so unfair. I hate you.
So unfair. And then the weather today is
Scorchio!
Ah, thank you, Richie. And our favourite, Paul Whitehouse, joins us now, along with someone who's having a very busy summer of sport, Gabby Logan. Oh, this is nice on a Friday, isn't it? We were talking, obviously, sketch shows there. Gabby, what's your favourite?
We kind of go back, Monty Python, I was very, very young. I used to laugh because my dad was laughing. And then when I look back years later, I realised what was funny. But I think French and Saunders growing up.
100%.
And, of course, anything. The Fast Show, obviously.
Apart from the Fast Show,
The blood pressure went up. It's coming back down now.
3, 2, 1. You see what I did there?
Well, look, it's brilliant because, Paul, you're going to be celebrating 60 years of sketch comedy with your new show. Before we chat, let's take a look.
So unfair. I hate you.
What's the best thing about the sketch show?
Are we the baddies?
Is it those catchy catchphrases?
Computer says no, which was nice.
Or the satire of politics, class and all human life?
Delete Penner.
Or is it the comedy greats? Benny Hill, Smith and Jones, Victoria Wood, Lenny Henry, Francis Dorman, Harry Enfield, Vic and Bob? No, the best thing about sketch shows is me, Paul Whitehouse.
Paul, this must be a dream job, going back through the archive and watching all of those.
Me? So loaded, that me, isn't it? Dripping with... well, I won't go into it. Yeah, it's been a joy, actually, you know. And it's quite weird because, obviously, I've been in quite a lot of the sketches that I put in. Quite a lot. A lot of Fast Show in there, a lot of Harry and Paul. But also, I've watched those sketches so many times, and I still don't really tire of them. I mean, even the Morecambe and Wise, I'm playing all the right notes. He's now doing the rounds, of course, for Gareth Southgate. All the right players. Not necessarily in the right positions. And you think they've got... That sketch is 50 years old, but it's still relevant now. You know, you can just tweak it a bit. And so it's a joy, but it's also... There's a slight tear in my eye as we wave goodbye to the Fast Show. Fast Show. Sketch show. It's so self-referential.
but there was, you know, over the years, there was one sketch show that had a really big kind of influence on your own comedy.
Yeah, Monty Python was the one that really sort of... My generation, if you ask them, everybody says Monty Python. And I think, you know, even if you look back at it now, you might think, it's a little bit, you know, it's very of its time. Yeah. But then, of course, they went on to do things like Life of Brian. And for me, I think it's probably the funniest film ever made. So they made that leap from sketch show to film. So they're immortalised. I have to go back and just show my stuff over and over again. But it's like you were saying, Gab, you said your dad loved Monty Python, so you sort of got into it like that.
Grew into it, yeah. Because you want to kind of watch things as a family, don't you, and kind of understand.
Yeah.
But then that led on to Life of Brian, watching that, and
exactly.
you know, yeah.
It's the thing I say is really, as I say, it's a sort of goodbye to the sketch show because they're not really making them anymore. And nowadays, it's quite strange though because we all watch sketches all the time on our phones.
Yeah.
The sketch show's in your phone now, isn't it? So it's strange that we're not making them anymore, but that's how we actually sort of watch our comedy now.
Yeah, but I mean, there's so many brilliant ones. You know, even just going through a couple of those names you mentioned, you know, Harry Enfield and Chums, and of course, The Far Show. So many fans and so many amazing memories. Is there certain catchphrases that get shouted at you in the street still? Because there must be.
Probably suit you more than anything. You know, I get that one to go, oh, hello, sir. Or, one I get a lot is, oh, a little whip whir, little
really?
Oh, Nick, anything? Yeah. Okay. So people admitting they're criminals to me. And then citizens arrest them.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But no, I still get that. And obviously these days I get quite a lot of stuff about the fishing show, me and Bob.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, Monty Python went on to films, you went on to fishing.
That's true, yeah, we slowed it down, didn't we?
No, but listen, you're still making audiences laugh because you're heading back to stage, playing Grandad in Only Fools and Horses, a musical. I mean, how much do you enjoy bringing your comedy to the stage in front of live audiences?
It's a joy, Roman, honestly. Well, it's a privilege, anyway, to do Only Fools and Horses. And I picked, my character that I play is Grandad, which Leonard Pierce, who predated Uncle Albert, and he was a lot more sympathetic, Del, you know. and I listened. He was probably the most sympathetic character in the show, you know, because they're all a bit Larry, aren't they? And there's old Granddad, Leonard Pierce. But I do dance. I can show you the dance. Yeah. When I say dance, I use the term very loosely. Yeah. Are you ready?
Yes, this is it.
Okay, well. Some went to Billericay, some went to South. It's that level of dancing. But I'll tell you what.
Energetic.
With my knees.
Yeah, I do.
That's the same one you do, isn't it?
Excuse me.
Sorry. Sorry.
Paul Whitehouse's sketch show Years is on Thursdays, 10 o'clock on Gold, and tickets to the Only Fools and Horses musical tour are available now.
Yeah. Gabby, I know you are so busy because you've just come back from the Euros.
Yesterday.
Right, and we won't go too much into it, but we did spot something absolutely amazing because whilst you were working so hard, your husband and your son were spotted in the crowd.
Brilliant.
Although with the scoreline of 0-0 against Hungary and how the game went, they don't look too happy.
I mean, you see that deep breath Ruben just took there. I'm not sure if that was because of the Steinlager or if that was because of Scotland's performance. Yeah, it was a frustrating 90 minutes, but they had a very good 2 days. They were regaling me last night with their train journeys there and back. Okay. I think,
So the highlights. The train journey was incredible. Scotland triumph on the
but that seems to be... But they're feeling OK, though.
Yeah, I think, you know, Katie was like, oh, we didn't expect to get out the group. They always say that. And obviously, being Welsh,
I was going to say, at least they got there.
Well, Wales, obviously, in 2016, didn't just get out the group.
They were brilliant.
You know, they got to the semi-final.
Semi-final, Gareth.
Yeah.
Oh,
there
Gareth.
you are.
Come back, Gareth.
Gabby, for anybody, though, who's looking for some positivity, we've got a plan.
Okay.
It's called the Midpoint Plan.
Yes.
So this is a book based on your brilliant podcast, full of tips, tricks, all sorts of things in there.
Well, I've spoken to over 100 famous, well-known people about their midlife experiences, plus another 100 experts, and so much information. I thought, right, I'm going to put this into a book and try and add in my own experiences, but distill it into subjects rather than people. So relationships, midlife hormonal changes, money, friendships. There's so many areas that change and things happen. And, you know, midlife starts at 38, according to the Economic and Social
Midlife starts at 38.
And I think, get prepared for it.
So
you're looking at me like glazed, this is not to do with me. This is nothing to do with me.
Well, no, I'm trying to work out. So the age, it can come at different ages. Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I think the period of life known as midlife is apparently, according to the Economic and Social Research Council, 38 to like 56. But you know, who's to say when your midlife is? You don't know when the middle of your life.
And a crisis can hit at any time.
Well,
the little one's just hit me now.
Physically, the changes that you go through are obviously, you know, age kind of, you know, variable. But there's loads of other stuff that can, you know, that can happen to you in midlife when relationships end, people start dating again, or maybe they're kind of facing kids leaving home and empty nests, and there's a lot to take in.
I mean, there's a lot to unpack. You do question the term midlife crisis, but then you took up the recorder.
Well, I talk about
now this I like.
This is brilliant.
It's very important. It's a start. It's a start. There'll be a tent at Glastonbury this weekend with a recorder in it. Mark my words. And,
Come on.
My recorder's pink, and I think it's important to keep kind of testing yourself, having new hobbies, doing new things. And I tinker with the piano occasionally, but somebody bought me a recorder, and it kind of took me back to basics. And you kind of,
we've got the recorder here. Although I would love that. That's telly gold.
Frere Jacques.
But you just keep getting better and better.
At what?
I mean, everything.
Oh, stop it.
You know we call you Turbo Logan. What is the best thing about being this age for you?
Turbo Logan,
yeah.
so rude.
Sorry, just caught me off.
It doesn't. I can make it a lot ruder. With
My
the
brother
recorder.
was. I looked at
and
Paul.
the
That
colour
was
of the recorder.
This has gone somewhere
Turbo
else.
Logan on the pink recorder.
I think it's, it's a period of life that should be embraced. Yes, there are some changes that might be a bit tricky to navigate, but I hope the book is a kind of warm blanket of positivity to kind of take you through a period that can sometimes throw things at you, and actually there's loads to be excited about.
I had a quick flick through, and there's loads in there.
Yeah, well, I've
really
got your
great
copy
stuff.
now, Alex.
Thank you.
And lend it to Roman in a few years'
I
time.
will.
Yeah, please do. But you've got so much to be excited about, because also the BBC Olympics presenting team. I mean, that got announced today. You're off to Paris, the likes of Claire Balding, JJ Chalmers, and also Fred Siriax is in there as well.
Well, his daughter is, of course, in the diving team. She's went to the last Olympics as well, so he'll be. I'm sure he's doing more than just diving. But we've got a great team, as always, bringing you amazing, comprehensive coverage. It's my 5th Olympics working for the BBC. I pinch myself when I get that phone call or email saying, would you be part of our team? Because it is the best thing to do. And Paris is going to be an unbelievable Olympic city. I just know it.
Great city, isn't
It's going to be brilliant,
So Fred's daughter is a diver. Paul's daughter here, an aerialist, and in Glastonbury this weekend.
Yeah, there she is.
There she is.
Oh
my gosh.
That is incredible.
Did she get this from you, Paul?
Yeah, I taught her all of that.
We saw the dance.
Yeah. But so she'll be performing at Glastonbury?
Yes, she's done 3 spots already at Glastonbury. All my girls are very talented, but Mole's currently at Glastonbury, and yeah. That's what she's doing.
Does she play the recorder, though?
That's so good.
On the silks, 30 feet up.
Yeah, exactly. But Gabby, with the Olympics, coming up, there's so many different events, some new events as well that will be taking place.
Break
as well.
dancing.
I was going to say, what are you most looking forward to? Is it the break dancing?
I think come August we will all become breakdancing experts. What I love about the breakdancing, so they have a period, I think it's 2.5 to 3 minutes, where they don't know what the music's going to be, and they dance off against each other. But say dancer A from Great Britain could stop and decide to throw it to the Frenchman over there or Frenchwoman over there and say, you dance now. So they've got to make a decision that they have done enough tricks and done enough to get the points, and then the other person's got to come in. So it's a bit like a kind of, a little battle going on the dance floor, which I love the idea of.
So, which one of you is commentating on that one then?
Well, I wouldn't say. I would say all of a sudden, Grandad from Only Fools and Horses jumps out, starts doing it.
Well, Gabby's book, The Midpoint Plan, is out next Wednesday, and good luck in the Olympics.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
Now let's say hello to Kasabian frontman Serge. Serge, good to see you, mate.
Thank you for having me.
It's been 10 years since you headlined Glastonbury.
That's right, yeah.
I mean, I have heard, though, rumours potentially of a return out there?
The wellies are always packed, right?
Yeah, good.
They're by the door waiting to go.
Okay.
So you never know.
So those rooms... That's serious. Okay. Okay, yeah.
What are your memories, then, of playing,
Glastonbury,
like a decade ago?
I have no recollection.
Is the correct answer?
That's the best answer.
Come on, it was like, the levels we reached that night were just insane.
Yeah.
And it was so good. Such an honour, because we were 10 years before we went first on, and it took us 10 years to go from first on, then middle, then, support, and then we got to do the main gig, It was amazing.
Yeah. So you've got a new album out a week today. You've had 6 #1 albums already.
Yeah.
Is this lucky number 7,
I
do
hope
we
so.
reckon?
You never know. Who knows? Who knows? Just hope no one dies. That's always the worst thing. Someone can die and then you're just finished.
Well, that's very dark.
That's very dark.
It will be all right.
And it's a Friday show, so I'm going to change it with a nicer one. So, the album happenings, how's the reaction been so far?
It's been unbelievable. We played in Denmark and not been there much, but went off for the new songs. And Italy at the weekend was absolutely like just pure romance. The vibes were massive.
I love it.
And the new tunes just went down like so well.
Oh, fantastic. Well, look,
Brilliant.
you've got some great gigs. One I'm sure you're looking forward to, Leicester.
Yes, Leicester.
That is going to be a huge party. Kind of describe to me what you think that's going to be like.
I mean, just like, because we've won the league, like we won the championship.
Go on, mention it again. Go on.
I'm just saying, like, so like, we've got that already, you know, like, so that's in the bag. So everyone's just like, it's just an excuse to celebrate, like, the city and the music, and the lineup's amazing. So yeah, it's you know, it's gonna be great.
100%. And in terms of the crowd, you just know that crowd is going to be incredible, right?
Yeah. From the kickoff, like, I mean, the great thing is, last time we did it, the song, like, they continue to sing through the night. So like the town centre, it's like if England won the World Cup, that's what it was like in the town centre. People were jumping in the fountains. They were, you know what I mean. It was 4 a.m. Everyone in the city just going wild.
Can't
good
beat
luck
the
to the
jump
people
into
of
the
Leicester.
fountains,
Yeah,
can
good
you?
luck to the people of Leicester.
Always a good
Serge,
sign.
we'll let you go and get ready for your performance.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Cheers.
Best of luck.
Brilliant.
On a funny note, though, Gabby, you saw Kasabian back at Glastonbury.
2009.
I was surprised at this, Gabby.
Yeah, I
Was it
managed.
Gabby
I did
in
a Sunday
Glastonbury?
morning show on 5 Live, and I managed to persuade them to take it to Glastonbury, which meant I got to be there for 3 days and saw these guys on the Saturday night, and they were absolutely incredible.
That's insane. I mean, do you remember most of it?
Yes, I do, because I was working. So
Right,
a
well,
different head
that's
on. I had a
fine.
different head on.
Ever
yeah. Maybe the odd
professional.
chat.
Ever professional.
Yeah. It was good
Thank
fun.
you so much, though, to all of our guests tonight. We're off next week to make way for Wimbledon, but we will be back on Monday, the 8th of July on BBC Two.
Yeah, however, to kick off the weekend, we leave you with Kasabian and Algorithms.
Not here for a long time, just here for a good time. This one's for the weirdos. One day we'll be heroes. I'd see you every night if I could. Start like glue, hanging out in your neighborhood, just watching the days roll by before I'll die with lungs taking control. The robots believe they have a soul. They'll never feel like for the zeros. One day we'll be heroes. I see every night if I could try to understand that I got you holding back the flood. Do you remember the days before? I'll tell you about it one sunny day. I whisper to you before you go away. You lift me up from solid ground. I promise you I'll never let you. I won't let you down. 'Cause I'm down with us, taking control. Robots believing they have the soul. Will never feel like you're like this. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. here for a long time, just here for a good time. Oi, oi!